Happy New Year, everyone. I know we're a little early. I hope you guys had a great holiday. I hope you're planning on being safe for the new year. Hope your resolutions will come true. Let me know what your resolutions are. Throw them down in the comments. I'm kind of curious. I want to work on myself, which is a normal resolution every year, but that seems to be an area where I always seem to think I can improve. So we're going to work forward and try to do it. Let's get into today's episode. 15%, episode 113. One of my favorites because of the ending that Mitch gives. The ending speech that Mitch gives, I find to be true. And I find that he delivers it beautifully, if I remember. I really enjoyed this episode. This was one of my favorites. And it was also a passing of the guard because Doug and John and Doug, this is the first episode where they were no longer on. This was my second prop master. They decided that after November, which is when we went down for the whole month of November, and then we're coming back to shoot, they took a job on True Blood. And so they moved on. I stayed behind, and Gayleen took over for an episode. So this episode would be my second prop master. And I'll stop at the part where she had some concerns. So we'll stop it there. But let's get into 15%. I remember a decent amount of it with the remote control. I remember the ending that I just loved. I think this is also the first time that we see Chaz Palminteri playing Jay's best friend. I really enjoyed this episode, so I hope you guys do too. But without further ado, let's get into 15%, shall we? All right, let's get this up. Let's get this up. Let's get this up. All right, let's find out what we got here.
Can people change? Well, that is a tough one, but I would say yes. People can change. That's what I believe, anyway. And I will till the day I die.
You do realize you're proving the exact opposite of your point.
See, she's changed. She used to be very supportive of me.
Come on.
You know, their mindset, they were...
Oh, the view.
Why is it so loud?
I don't know. Make it stop.
I just installed a sweet home theater system in the family room. The trouble is Claire struggles with technology of any kind.
So Steve Levitan, our creator, one of our creators and executive producer, was a tech guy. So you could tell this was probably straight out of his life, if I were to guess. I can't remember who the writer was on this. We'll look. But this does feel very Steve Levitanish because he very much was a tech guy. He liked all the tech. He liked to have all the new gadgets. He was very into it.
Remotes, cell phones, computers.
Haley, have you seen my blue?
Hey, Miss Stumpy.
Oh, hey, Dylan.
You know I can see you, right?
No, I did not know that.
Haley's just in the bathroom. She'll be back in just a minute.
Thank you.
So good.
Where were you pointing
so
at?
good.
TV.
Honey, no, I'm sorry. It's a home theater.
What, so I can't point it at the TV when I want to watch the
No.
TV?
You point at the receiver.
What's a receiver?
Okay, imagine our home theater system is a human body. So then the receiver is the brain. The TV is the face.
I don't know what part you are.
So he says to his wife, you know, let me
there it is.
his heart. Boom! Quadruple bypass, blow the valve.
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, there he is.
What a coinky dink. I was just getting some flowers for Gloria for babysitting Lily.
You want me to take him to her?
I would, but I have the most hilarious card for her at home. It's a hunky Antonio Banderas type in silk boxers, and on the inside it says, "Thank you for last noche, but I can't find my pantalones." not doing it justice, really. Hi, I'm Cameron.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Guys, this is Cameron. He's a friend of my son's.
There you go.
This is Scotty, Dale, Hugo, and Shorty.
It's
Shorty.
nice to meet you guys. You guys look like a scene out of Jersey Boys.
Shorty, Chaz Palminteri. What can you say? Wonderful actor, very gracious man. Was always nice to have him and later Jennifer Tilly, both on set. They were just super nice people, very professional, very with it, and I have nothing but fond memories of them. To be truthful, they were a really great ad, and Chaz was a fantastic. Fantastic character. Shorty was great, and I'd love to see him. We always like to have them when they reoccurred, both him and Jennifer.
Oh, so handsome.
Thank you.
Manny, are you wearing aftershave?
Yes, for my date. This will be the first time she will ever smell me. Her name is Whitney. I met her in an online book club. We both like vampire fiction and the romance of eternal life.
I think it's adorable that Manny has.
Those earrings are
Even picked out
huge.
the lunch menu.
Huge.
Grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup. Tomato soup because, you know, the tomato soup is like the blood and the vampires like to eat the blood. And then he wants me to take them out for ice cream. Well, because Manny likes ice cream.
Oh, that must be her. If this goes well, you don't need to stick around.
All right, so this is Kristen Shaw. Kristen Shaw, who I am very excited about because I was a huge fan of Flight of the Conchords. Huge fan of Flight of the Conchords. Both their comedy, just I went to see them, but also the TV show, which I thought they did a wonderful job with. And Kristen Shaw played the fan, the crazy quote unquote fan of Flight of the Conchords, and she was brilliant. So I was very excited that Kristen Shaw was here on our show because I was such a huge fan of her.
Hi, I'm
From that
Whitney.
show.
I'm here for Manny.
Graded.
See how that works?
Sorry, sweetie. Sorry, daddy.
Okay,
that's all
so
right.
here's the thing.
We were.
Car seats in the middle. Car seats don't go in the middle. We want to be able to see our kids, so the car seats then therefore go into the middle. But they're not made to do that. Car seats are made to go on the left side or the right side. So and then underneath, in between where the seat comes down and the seat portion, you lock them in with these clips. That's what car seats do. So this was always a awful struggle to get the car seat in the middle of the car so the camera could see Lily, and safety so that she wouldn't go anywhere. And the seats are supposed to, you buckle them in and then safety it. So there was a lot of rigging that went and got involved with putting Lily in the center of this thing and making it safe for her to be there. And even more so if the car moved. If the car moved, then you were tying it. You were tying it down with ropes. Most of the time, no, not most of the time. I think all the time when a child was in the car, we were on a pull rig, which is a tow rig, which is a truck that then pulls the car behind it. So nobody was free driving it. But Doug did this. God bless him. Doug did this because he had kids, so he put in the car seats. But like I said, Doug left. And so this was probably the first time that I was forced to rig this up. Y'all, I am not good with car seats. I'm just not. And so what would normally take a person, probably 10, 15 minutes, probably took me 25, maybe I'm exaggerating, 5 minutes to put this in for a normal person, probably took me 15 because I wanted to tie it down to make sure she was safe. It was my first time doing it, so I was, worried on set. I wanted to make it look good. You always check with the school teacher because she's the one that's kind of in charge. So I always ask Miss Sharon, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what it looks like. And she would then go with the parents and we'd show the parents. But yeah, I remember this rig was complicated and it took me far longer, and also that we all understand that car seats don't go in the middle. It'd be unsafe and dangerous, but for television, that's where you put kids so you can see them.
Just me and Lily were just using the time to finally figure out how to use the car's voice command thingy.
Oh.
Yeah, here, check it out. Watch. CD player, next track.
Say a command.
CD player, next track.
Air conditioner on.
Damn it.
Wow, you're worse than your sister with this kind of stuff. It's a good thing Lily doesn't have an ejector seat. Oh, guess what? I ran into your
close-up. We
dad
never
and
do
some of his
close-up.
friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and get this, he referred to me as a friend of my son.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's a little disrespectful to you.
Well, I wasn't offended
I
by
wonder
it.
who wrote
Well,
this. Ruble, I remember Bill Ruble being on
he
set.
referred
by
to
Levitan.
Phil as
There you
a
go.
friend of Claire's? No.
I've heard him call Phil a lot worse.
Yeah,
Just
it makes sense.
let it pass.
Jason
I should have
Blake.
never said anything.
No, I'm not letting it pass. He needs to know that that's not okay. And if he doesn't like it, he knows where he can go.
Enter a destination.
Hell.
Mexican food.
Shut up. I came out of the
There's
closet
Doggy
in
to
my
keep her-
mid-20s. I had to
I know.
actually come out to my dad 3 times before he finally acknowledged it. I'm not sure if maybe he was hoping he heard it wrong.
I think this was actually a true story. But I can't remember if it was a true story for Jesse or maybe it was a true story for one of our writers. But I believe this speech came from a true story from one of our writers, or having to come out to his parents multiple times.
Like I had said, Dad, I'm gray.
And my parents, they always just knew. My mother says labor with me took 36 hours because I came out of the womb like this. Hello!
I gotta laugh these cannolis. These cannolis.
Hey, Dad.
Mitchell, hey, you guys know my son, Mitch.
Hey,
Mitch, how they hanging there, buddy?
Hey, that's a great coat. Where'd you get that?
I don't know, it was a gift.
Really? What is it, suede? Micro suede? Some kind of lambskin? It's very soft, you know?
Thank you. Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Be right back.
Good seeing you.
I got a paper to Chad's on.
A friend of my son, that's how you introduce Cam?
That's why you came here.
Dad, it's just more than a little insulting. Cam and I have been together for 5 years. We have a daughter.
Look at these guys. They look like they came out of the 1800s. You see Hugo over there? After lunch, he ordered a Senka.
No, they're not the ones that are
Sanka.
uncomfortable with this.
I
You
love
are.
that.
You've never been completely accepting of me, and now that I have a family, it's getting a little old.
These guys don't understand the gay thing. Why create an awkward situation? That's all I'm saying.
That's weird because your friend Shorty there, gay as they come.
You gotta be kidding.
No, my gaydar is never wrong, and it is pinging like we're at a bathhouse.
What are you talking about, gay? The guy used to be married.
Okay, well, that makes... No, well, so did Elton John, Merv Griffin, Cole Porter.
Hey, you know what? Listen to me. You couldn't be more wrong about this.
No, Dad, you could not be more wrong about a lot of things. Good seeing you guys.
Yeah. Hey, take care, Mitch.
That's a great coat.
Yeah, later.
Ping.
I think Ping was Jesse's ad at the end, and it was perfect.
Phil Dunphy.
Hey, it's me.
Hey!
Listen, I've got a bunch of moms over here who want to watch the talent show DVD, and I can't get the sound to work.
Is there a picture?
Yes?
Be honest. Did you do that thing where you get frustrated and you start pressing all the buttons?
No. I have a theory that Phil installs overly complicated things in the house just so he has an excuse to talk to me like a child. Last month, it was the thermostat.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold. The little flame makes it...
This is so humiliating. I am sorry.
It's okay.
He just seems so mature online. How could I be so stupid?
You're not stupid. Stupid is not following your heart and taking a chance on love.
I mean, what kind of 11-year-old talks like that?
Manisa, no soul.
Here. Here's my handkerchief.
I believe that silver tray that you see right there, stolen straight from Barkley. Yeah, I believe I needed a silver tray, and the only one I had was probably the one that we put in Barkley's hands. So you may see that recycled a lot. That is, I'm pretty sure with the dimples and everything, straight out of his
You see what I mean?
Barkley's gloved hands.
I'll just be alone for the rest of my life, and that's okay.
No, don't say that. In my country, there's a saying that means love is just around the corner. I come from a neighborhood with a lot of prostitutes.
Maybe for you.
That
I
has
mean,
been
men
memed
must
a
throw
ton.
themselves at you every day.
They'll do the same for you if you just...
Just what? Put out?
No, just like the lipstick, the hair, push up bra, you know.
What's it matter? I'm never gonna be as pretty as you.
Believe me, this takes a lot of work. You just need to find your inner beauty.
It's hiding beneath a mask of insecurity.
Okay, he's starting to freak me out.
Honey, go play.
So good.
Mitchell, how do these look to you?
Like they're dying.
I know, right? I said something to the florist, and he said, oh, don't worry about it. They're going to come back. They're not coming back. They've crossed to the other side.
All right. Now, Doug was still here at this time because I remember. So Doug may have actually helped me put that car seat in to make it go a little bit easier. But Doug taught me a trick with flowers that I never knew. So how do you get to the flowers to look like that? Hot water. He put those flowers in hot water or very warm water, and that makes them sag. It makes them droop like that. And I was amazed. I had no idea. And if you put them then in cold water, it makes them come back. That's a prop trick. And there's a prop trick that I never knew before, but it's one of the things that you just learn on the job. You're like, really? But yeah, putting flowers, hot water, made them droop. And then I was like, well, do we need more flowers for the next day? He's like, we have some, but we'll just put these in cold water and they'll turn right around. And sure enough.
You are a funny man.
Why?
Well, because you're completely bothered by the flowers, but when my father introduces you as a friend of my son, doesn't faze you in the least.
Because the florist played me for a fool. Your dad didn't mean any harm. He's just being who he is.
When I was back east in law school, my dad used to call me every Saturday at 6 p.m.
I like that tie.
Before people would go out, just, check in, catch up.
It's a good tie on him.
And then I think the Christmas of my second year, I finally
Same
got up
pink
the
flowers,
courage
though.
to tell him.
I mean, different flowers, because we get different flowers every week.
After that, I pretty much just talked to my mom. I'm not crying.
I'm home.
We're here.
That was such a good scene, too.
This is Whitney. We're giving her a makeover.
Hi. You have such a nice
Let's go back.
family.
I talked through that whole thing, and he does such a great job on this.
Who he is?
He's so
When I was
good.
back east in law school, my dad used to call me every Saturday at 6 p.m. Before people would go out, just, check in, catch up. And then I think the Christmas of my second year, I finally got up the courage to tell him. After that, I pretty much just talked to my mom. I'm not crying.
I'm home.
He was so good there. That's such a perfect scene.
We're here.
He's so excellent.
This is Whitney. We're giving her a makeover.
Hi. You have such a nice family and a really beautiful house.
What is props? What is wardrobe? What is hair and makeup? So all that stuff that's on the table, what would be set dressing? I don't think set dressing didn't have to provide anything for this. I think we provided a decent amount of it. But if it's going on an actor's face, then usually you'll go to hair and makeup and ask them what they use, and then they'll just give you what they normally use if it's going to be applied to them in the scene. That way it matches. The drop cape and the clip, I think I remember this fell through the cracks somehow. So I think that we thought that somebody that hair and makeup was providing it. They thought we were providing it. And so it was a scramble to get this busied up, to get what we had. I think we stole this piece here. So I think we stole this piece here off of somebody because I don't think we had it. So we probably stole that off of hair and makeup. We do have a flip crate of just hair and makeup stuff. So that's probably where we got the hair dryer, got the curling iron, things like that. But I'm sure that this may have come from from hair and makeup along with the clip because it doesn't remember. I don't remember having it in our kit anywhere. But I do remember there being a mix-up there of some sort, and we needed to run around and grab some stuff.
Thanks. You two know each other how?
She's my date.
Of course she is.
Of course she is.
I'll be in here.
I'll be right back.
I'm sorry this didn't turn out like you wanted.
That's okay. Probably didn't turn out how you wanted it either.
I'll tell you what. If neither of us is with anybody in 10 years, how about you and me give it a shot?
That's disturbing. But maybe.
How was your lunch with the boys?
Good. Ran into Mitchell and Cam.
Hi, nice.
And you're not going to believe this. Mitchell says Shorty's gay.
Shorty? Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, come on.
Well, he's a great dresser, a great
one of your
dancer.
That doesn't prove anything.
And he's the only one of your friends that never hits on me.
My friends hit on you.
Yes, all the time, but don't worry. They're a bunch of harmless old men.
They're my age.
I'm sure it's very hard on Shorty to keep a secret like that. Jay, I think you should talk to him.
What?
Yeah, you're the only one with a gay son. I'm sure he'll appreciate opening up to you.
We're guys. We don't open up. We talk about sports and cars, getting up in the middle of the night to pee.
But I'm sure you made it very easy for Mitch to come out of the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my makeover. Because I care about people. Because I wanna help them change their lives. Jay, I'm hinting that you should call your friend,
Yes,
okay?
I'm getting
Okay,
that.
okay.
She's very good. She is so very good.
Hey, Daddy in the his house.
All right, so here is where consternation happened. So, when you are giving choices, like earlier in the episode, Claire had a remote in her hand, so you had to give choices as to the remote. You can either clear the remote and say, we're going to use a Logitech remote for this scene. However, if it is something that is going to be broken, then you absolutely have to go and get that cleared through Logitech. Because they're not going to, if you're saying somebody's on the phone and then you're breaking the phone and it's an iPhone, you got to clear that through Apple because nobody's going to want to see their product portrayed in a negative light. And so we had a Logitech that we were going to use. We chose not to use it because of this scene right here. So we used a different controller. And so when it came to breaking stuff, we just went out and grabbed parts. So we had parts on the floor to look like she smashed the remote. I threw the batteries down there. I threw the board down there, and then a few ancillary things. That screen right there is an LED screen. So we just used that ancillary thing. Well, Steve Levitan came in, looked at it, and said, it doesn't look like the remote. There's not enough parts there. I don't like it. I hate it. So fix it. When the executive producer tells you that he doesn't like something, you go and you fix it. So what I do, I grabbed the Logitech, I smashed it to bits, and I threw some of the Logitech parts down there too. Nothing that you could see, nothing that would identify that as a Logitech remote, but there certainly are pieces in there. But since we didn't use the Logitech earlier, it wasn't showing the Logitech in a bad light. But we did need more pieces. Well, Gayleen then saw that I smashed it, and I told her that I put it on the set, and she was like, well, we made a deal. They said under no circumstances could we show their product. And I was like, well, we didn't show their product. We only showed some of the pieces. So that was a miscommunication between us because I didn't know that. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell with this story is when you're on the set and, the above the line people don't like something, it's your job to fix it. And it doesn't matter really how you fix it. Your job is to get it done. And that was one of the first things where I learned that smashing a $180 remote control was what we were going to do to get the shot. And, like I said, I don't think I put too many of the pieces in, but I put some of the pieces in there to dirty it up more and make sure that our people were happy. And this was what it looked like, and that was the outcome. So, but yeah, I do remember that being an area of contention. That's a long camera take.
Why would you do that to a brand new, very expensive remote?
Because I lost my temper and it didn't work. Therefore, it's useless.
Well, honey, when it comes to anything electronic, you're not exactly the best student.
I am very smart. I had a 4.0 in college. How about you?
I was almost that, despite my substantial time commitment to cheerleading.
I thought we agreed not to bring up the cheerleading.
Cheerleading in my college was cool. The football players were so jealous they wouldn't even
that
let me
hair.
and
Look
my
at that
buddies
hair.
Trevor, Scotty, and Ling go to their parties.
The first time we mentioned Ling.
Seriously, Claire, you owe me an apology for breaking that.
Okay. Phil, I apologize for breaking the world's worst remote that you bought stupidly.
Excuse me, but the experts at CNET.com rated it the best remote. They gave it 3.5 mice.
Wow. Well, I have an idea. Let's invite the gang from CNET over and your old buddies from cheerleading, and we can have a nerd party.
Ling is not a nerd. He built his own helicopter, and if he was alive
Sweetie,
today...
let's not talk about Ling. It upsets you too much.
A silent bag?
You know what I'm gonna do?
That we fold?
I'm gonna buy a new remote. The same remote. And just to prove how wrong you are, I'm gonna teach our dumbest kid how to use it in 20 minutes or less.
Who's our dumbest kid?
Luke.
Luke? No, Luke understands electronics. Haley.
No.
Yeah, Haley.
No.
Teach
No.
Haley to use the remote, and then I'll apologize.
Haley?
Mm-hmm.
Come on!
Hey, Shorty, it's me. I was thinking of heading over to the driving range and hitting a few balls. You want to join me? I don't know. Wear whatever you want.
Oh my God. Oh God.
What?
The flowers.
They
They
came
look so
back?
much better. This is a disaster.
You do know what disaster means, right?
You don't understand. I demanded that they come exchange them. I got all medieval on the florist.
Cam, I heard you on the phone. You said you were displeased, but that's hardly going medieval.
Excuse me, I said very displeased, and I used my cowboy voice. So,
What are you doing?
I'm microwaving them so they look bad again.
Well, that seems a little crazy, doesn't it?
Oh no, that's the florist.
Look, relax. Just take them out. I'll get the door. You'll never know the difference.
Florist.
Hi, yes. Come on in. He's over there with the flowers.
Hello. I don't know what happened. They just somehow lost their vigor. They were like this when
Cam.
we came home.
Cam.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
All right, so that was a special effects guy. There was a rig in the flowers that had an igniter, and I can't remember if they added probably just a little bit of fluid, but then you set off camera. Special effects touches off the switch that clicks the igniter and lights up the flowers. And also they were there because I think, we'll see, but I think the water in the sink has to work because I hate to break it to you, but there's no plumbing actually on real sets, with the exception of, I think it's very rare. There was I didn't watch it. There was a TV show that was, I think, on TV on TNT that shot at Warner Ranch that had a full ranch house that was fully plumbed. Everything worked. It worked off of, I think, Burbank water was hooked in. So the toilets worked, the pool worked, the sinks worked, but it's insanely rare that you have a set built that has the plumbing that works in it. Like, insanely rare. As in, that's the only time I ever even remember that. I can't remember what it was, but Ellen Burstyn is Ellen Burstyn? I can't remember. She was actually on this show too, and I can't. Her name is escaping me at this point, but she was Ellen. I was on it. Barkin, sorry, Ellen Barkin. Was on it. It was on TNT, but I can't remember. If you guys remember, put it down in the comments so I can remember what the theme of the show was.
Look at that. Two things flaming at once.
Good joke. All right. The golfing range.
Damn it!
You know what the problem is?
What?
You're not moving your hips. They're frozen.
Hips?
Yeah, your hips. They're frozen. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, no, it's
No. Don't fight me.
All right, sure.
All right. Just bring the club back. Go ahead. All right? Now turn those hips. That's it. You just got to relax. You got to open up the stance a little bit. Spread them. Spread them. That's it. That's it. If you don't relax, you're never going to get that shaft where it belongs.
You know what? How about a coffee? Let's get a coffee.
Sure.
Now press the button labeled activities.
Where is that?
It's just to the right, and then now choose watch DVD.
What?
Honey, you gotta focus. We've only got 20 minutes. Pretend the mall's closing.
Dad, this is stupid. I watch TV on my computer. Why do I have to learn this?
Because your mom doesn't think you can.
Nobody can.
Haley, listen to me. Listen to me.
This is a great speech, too.
I know
get
this
to
seems
Haley.
impossible, but this is for all those times that Mom told you she was right, and you knew she was wrong.
I'll do it.
That's my girl.
That's so good.
You know,
so
that
good.
guy's got a beautiful stroke. Look at his pants. No pleats. I like pants like that. You think I can get away with something like that?
Sure, why not? Listen, Shorty, we know each other a long time, right?
About 30 years.
Yeah. And I sense that you got a secret that's maybe causing you a lot of anguish.
You heard something, right?
Well, I had the same situation with my son, Mitchell.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't handle it too well either. And
The flies, you can see the flies
I just
buzzing
want you
around.
to
They were
know that
bad
you
that
can
day.
open up to me. That I'm going to do all I can to help you.
Well, I mean, I never said this out loud before to anyone, but I guess if I did, it would be you. It's just that, Jay, you see,
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm in debt.
Huh?
I owe a bookie 20 G's, and he's a serious guy. And you offering to give me the dough? This is beautiful.
Wait a minute, you're not gay?
Gay? What are you talking about, gay? I'm not gay. Where'd you get gay?
Come on. I mean, you're always talking about clothes and everything, right?
My father was a tailor. I like clothes. So what? Are you calling my father gay?
No.
My father landed on Normandy to save your ass. You know, if you weren't lending me 20 G's, I'd knock you out right now. Gay?
No.
I'm not gay. Where'd you get gay?
Come on.
Offering to give me the dough? This is beautiful.
Wait a minute, you're not gay?
Gay? What are you talking about, gay? I'm not gay. Where'd you get gay?
Come on. I mean, you're always talking about clothes and everything, right?
My father was a tailor. I like clothes. So what? Are you calling my father gay?
No.
My father landed on Normandy to save your ass. You know, if you weren't lending me 20 G's, I'd knock you out right now.
Lending me 20 G's. Oh, good.
Take a check.
Cash would be better.
That was that was Chaz too at the end. I think.
ready?
I don't think that was in the script.
Let's do this.
Turn on the TV.
Angela says after
Nice.
they colored her hair, it
Mute
turned
it.
gray and then green.
Unmute it.
$65.
Put on a DVD.
Hairdresser Frederick Longmire denies he's responsible.
Skip forward.
Breaking away.
Okay, back to TV.
Face.
Don't get all cocky, Phil. Let's see what happens to little Haley when I do this. Oh.
Dad, what do I do?
Don't panic. We went through this. Just think.
Give up. Give up. Admit defeat.
Haley.
Okay, let's see. You put the remote onto TV mode, and then press input till you get HDMI 1, and...
That was a scene from Breaking Away. How great is that? How great is that? Mimicking the TV, her jumping in his arms. That was
Everybody in this
Jason,
house
all
is smarter
Jason
than
right
me.
there.
No, honey,
So
you're
very
missing the
good.
point. I taught Haley how to use the remote in 20 minutes, so think how fast you can learn it.
What's
Wait.
that supposed to mean?
See what I'm saying?
Mitchell, it's me.
Hey, Dad.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm here to let you know your gaydar is broken. Shorty is not gay.
No, I knew that. I just I made that up to mess with you for dissing Cam.
What? That cost me $20,000.
What do you mean?
I reached out to him, you know, to let him know it's okay to be gay.
You did?
Yeah. Right after one of the stranger golf lessons of my life. Turns out what he is a lousy gambler. And now I'm the one on the hook for it.
I'm so sorry.
And why are you smiling?
I'm proud of you, Dad. You know, you're growing.
Just stop it, please. Don't you see how hard this is for me? See, I used to be just like one of those guys. Now look at me. I got a house looks like Little Columbia. I got a gay son and a Chinese granddaughter.
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
Only you would know the difference.
Okay, don't worry, Dad. I'm not growing too much.
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be.
I'm sure you look beautiful.
Whoa. What do you think?
Look at you.
Really?
You're gonna be fighting men off with a stick.
I don't know about that.
Cameron!
Sorry for the popover, but I just wanted to bring you these to thank you for babysitting Lily again
All
last
right,
night.
so again, technically should be us. The flowers should be us, but in the vase. But I think maybe Doug, maybe Gayleen. I know it wasn't me. Wrap the leaves around the bottom of the vase down here to give it just that extra little pizzazz, because that's not the vase itself. The vase is clear glass. And I was always so impressed with that. I was so impressed with just the sheer little details that you put in to make that look beautiful. Like, you could have just put the flowers in a vase and been fine. But wrapping like the bigger leaves, the banana leaves underneath that, and I can't tell you who did it. Maybe it was somebody on set deck that left it, or it might have been actually Claire. Claire could have done that as her own little touch. But look how beautiful that is. That just that little ad down at the bottom of the, like, I don't know, banana leaves or whatever leaf that is, to wrap around the bottom of the vase to make it look gorgeous. And I don't know why, but that always stuck out to me in this episode, and just in my mind.
Gracias. You didn't need to
People
do
going that extra mile
You know I love
to do
Lily.
great work.
Come in. Say hello.
Hi, Cam.
Cameron, this is my new friend Whitney. Whitney, this is Cameron.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. That is a spectacular dress.
This whole thing.
What about her hair?
Oh my gosh, it's like Barbara Streisand in The Way We Were. One of my favorites.
Me too.
Okay, who is reading the Forevers?
I am.
I am so obsessed with this whole vampire thing right now.
Me too. I just met the sweetest guy named Cameron.
Okay, so this is the only time, and I'll stand by this. This is the only time that we did a on-the-fly interview out in front of the. Actually, the way that's lit, I don't even think we were. No, we weren't. That's green screen. Like, we had to green screened her in. We did this interview in front of a green screen. I know we didn't, because we were never exterior of Jay and Gloria's house at all. So we wouldn't have put her out there to do this. So we must have green screened this.
I think
Yeah,
might
you
be
can tell the
one.
lighting's slightly off. Hugo did a
Can people
fantastic
change?
job, but
I don't know.
Here's the
People
ending.
are who
Love
they
it.
are. Give or take, 15%. That's how much people can change if they really want to.
Well, I see. You know, it's,
Yeah, thanks for going.
I just love it. I love this ending. I love that speech.
Sweetie, wake up.
I guess probably because I believe it.
I need you to teach me to use the TV. Now, why can't Dad teach you? Because we're married.
Because we're married.
Whether it's for themselves or for the people they love.
That way? Yeah. And then
Mm. I got it.
Yeah, 15%.
Another breaking
You know
away.
what? Sometimes that's just enough.
And that nice pull back by Jason. I don't know. I love that ending. Sometimes
All
that's
right,
just
I'll see you
enough.
guys next week, huh? All right.
JJ. Listen, I want to thank you for, helping me out with that jam,
It's
you know?
nothing. It's nothing.
No. And I got you a little present.
You didn't have to do that.
No, I did. 2 tickets to see the great Michael Bublé. The guy sings like an angel. He's going to be outside at one of the amphitheaters.
Gloria's gonna love it.
No, I'm talking about you and me.
You and me?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah,
a little,
I thought maybe we could have a little picnic since it's outside, you know? I'll get some nice bottle of wine, a little cheese, lay out a nice blanket, all right?
Okay,
Yeah.
fine, yeah.
Yo, hey, I like your hair. Who does your hair? Huh? Yo, handsome. What does your hair?
Oh, Chaz was so good. So good. And you just can't overstate it enough. Great guy, great role, great job. Like the tag. That's one of the first season. That ends up being one of my favorites. I really like that episode. So let me know what you guys think of it. I think you guys are probably going to agree with me, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you all have a safe and happy New Year. Stick to your resolutions. Stick to yourselves, and we will see each other afterwards and soon. All right?